Have you seen any of the Dolphins games? Or any highlights of them so far?
Mm-hmm.
I bet. Have you seen any highlights of the Bengals so far?
No, not really.
Yeah. What you think about the Dolphins?
Don't like them. They're nice. They're explosive.
That's the word. The niggas is explosive. And with weapons, I'm starting to believe in Tua. Because last year, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't one of them niggas. I wasn't trying to be biased because I know how they pick on black quarterbacks, but it was something. And my first NFL game I ever been to, it was when I went to Miami. It was the Rams when they still had golf. They was playing the Dolphins with Tua and shit. And the Dolphins ended up winning that game. But it was like a boring ass game. Like Tua really didn't move the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now that they got weapons, it's like you said, they explosive. So it's like, nah, you need weapons in this goddamn league. But I wasn't sold on that nigga. But I'm sold on his mechanics. It's the other shit we gotta see now. Like, cause I believe they gonna get to the playoffs if they stay healthy. Like, they got a playoff makeup team. The way they winning games, they win in clutch games. Cause the Ravens was supposed to beat them. Buffalo was supposed to beat them. They said Buffalo had 51 more plays than Miami last week, bruh. And Buffalo really beat themselves. But you gotta give defensive credit, meaning, cause they'll blame the offense and be like, Buffalo, cause it was one key jump. They turned it over on 4th and goal. But they was down by 4. They need to have it. So they'd be like, man, the Bills, they beat themselves. But nah, you got to get the defense. They played critical in the circumstance, and they got to stop. But it was fucked up, though, because the nigga was wide open. And Josh threw the jump. It's like the jump, he threw it to the ground. You know that fluke fucked up play where you so anxious that you fuck up?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't gonna lie and act like the Bills, they definitely, I view it more like the Bills lost more than Miami won. Same way I view the Ravens lost to Miami more than Miami beat them, because the Ravens, bro, they was in control of the Dolphins the whole game. They was up 35-14. But like you said, they explosive. So I like what I see, but I'm not sold yet because it's too much season. I can't be one of them dick ride niggas talking and then I gotta switch it up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they showing that they dangerous, because they showing, okay, we a team that could be down big, but if we got enough time, we explosive, and we showing you that. Now we gotta see, are they able to sustain that shit throughout the whole season? But when I see teams that just keep fighting to the end and even win those games that other teams lose, I still respect that team too, because they had to be great enough to put themselves in winnings reach, even though they getting dominated. Because most niggas that get dominated quit. The Redskins quit when they down 35-14. So but that's a big one. They played the Bengals, and that's another thing. Miami, they playing all the tough motherfuckers off the gate. They in competitive games out the gate. Now they got Cincinnati on a short week. The defending AFC champions. And to me, they gonna get Joe Burrow killed if they don't get him a line. I'm dead serious. Y'all gonna Andrew Luck him. He running for his life though.
He can't keep running because he's gonna get hit. Once he run, he's a runner now. Meaning niggas can hit him. As long as they don't hit him in the head.
And people get it confused when they say it. Randall used to scramble with his. That was just, he was great at scrambling just to buy time. He could take off or buy time because he could still beat you with his arm. Joe Burrow is not scrambling. He's running for his life because there's no protection. the pocket breaks down, meaning he has to run just to give his two receiving duo time. Because they'll get open, but and Joe proved it last year. He got enough poise where he do stay alive, but you're asking this nigga to do this for a season? That shit is almost criminal. His health is on the line. So even
it's hard to get back or to be calm when you know at certain times, when you know you prepared to move fast because of the line fucked up. You know what I mean? Like how sometimes he is supposed to just sit there and just maybe take the hit, but still get the pass off.
I wonder, because I ain't gonna lie, I've never deep dive and study the old lines. Like, I don't know who's the great offensive lineman in this era. They don't get as much shine. But I know how important the line is. So I got a question for you, bro. Like, Joe Burrow, they talk about he don't got a line, but obviously it's motherfuckers that's out there playing that position, meaning everybody ain't good at what they do. Is it because when a person line ain't good, is it that their line be getting to age, or it be young niggas that ain't just panning out? Like they on that NFL level and they just can't keep up with the big boys, and we gotta get some more beef in this motherfucker? Or is it just a combination of both sometimes? Because I'm basically saying, if it's a bad line but the line is young, is it a mental thing? Is it a coach? Is it something that these young niggas got to get motivated enough to rise to the level? I could see if it's, but that's what I'm saying. I wonder what usually be the cause when the team have a bad line. Is it just
lack of confidence? That's the only thing.
You hitting this?
No.
We can put it out for a little bit.
Because for you to go the extra mile, I mean, you feel you got to do something to benefit for the team. Man, I gotta make a play. You can see it in these niggas.
Turn right onto Yale Drive.
They might start like that, all looking like they all hyped up, especially for the Commanders, Redskins.
Bum ass Redskins. Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about your team. Nah, because we gonna leave that for another discussion. We gonna make that a separate discussion. Fucking with them Commanders, we gonna get on them Commanders. But just from the little bit that you've been seeing, what do you expect to happen tonight game? Because these motherfuckers, I'm putting this in the atmosphere. My shit, I'm doing, that's my job. Like, we getting this shit out here before the game. But what do you expect between the game? Like, who you think gonna win? Bengals, Miami. Just from the little we see so far this season.
Man, I'm not going off statistics. I'm just going off just from what I see, seen so far. I would think it'd be a good game, but I think Miami
gonna pull it out again.
Always, yeah. You got Tyreek Hill. I mean, I don't think nobody can stop him. I think
and Waddle like that too.
Games.
And Miami look like they getting, because of Tyreek Hill, when you got playmakers on your team. But the Bengals, they was just in the bowl. They got playmakers on their team.
Exactly.
They still supposed to be considered. They the AFC champs.
They're gonna be up to their corners this game.
You know what? I'm gonna go on the limb. I think this gonna be a statement game. They started off 0-2. They looked like they was back on track against the Jets, talking about the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm predicting that they gonna beat these niggas. It's gonna be a close game, but it's gonna have the discussion. Because everybody talking about Bills, the Ravens, and Miami. They're not even mentioning Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati and chasing them people. They because they've been losing so far in the line. They gonna make a statement tonight. I think they gonna win. And it's gonna shake shit up again. Like, it's gonna let it be known that the AFC is serious this year, bruh. The AFC is serious this year, cause you got because if the Bengals lose, they in trouble. They 1-3. They in trouble if they lose tonight. And Miami is for real if they 4-0. But if Cincinnati win, that's shaking it up, baby. Because now I get how the news. I get how the news media work. I get this shit. If the Bengals win, that's just more shit for Cincinnati. Now Stephen A can talk. Now they gonna talk. It's the Bengals. Then you got the Chiefs. They gonna talk. Then you gonna talk about Lamar. Then you got the Bills.
Right.
So for that reason, I like this legacy shit. I like Miami, and if they win tonight and be 4-0, they the team to beat so far in the regular season. They the ones that, because it's about positioning. Niggas gonna have to keep their eye on Miami and don't let them run away with this shit. Because you need them home games.
Mm-hmm.
But if Cincinnati do something tonight, whoo, it's wide open. Yup, but yeah, that's all.